Okay, finally. I'm so sorry. I had some issues with the streaming, but it's done. You should be able to see me now. All right. Anyways, so I went to the Unreal Fest with all of UNF games, and I entered some how did they call it? Work lab, and I saw how they were retargeting um, quadrupeds into bipeds, and it was really fun. So I figured I could try something similar right now. So what I have here is I downloaded a couple of characters. I at the end chose this guy, Twin Blast, and I would like the wolf to perhaps have his animations, right? Maybe I don't know, this guy shooting like this. We could add also some VFX. I don't know. It could be something fun. Yeah, something like that. So well, let's test it out. All right. Let's first start by making an IK rig for both the Wolf and Twin Blast, right? If you have already done IK before, well, it shouldn't really be hard at all. So, Wolf, which one is it? It's this one. And I'm gonna put IK underscore Wolf. Oh, so Wolf. There we go. And okay, so sure, we have this little guy here. Perhaps the bone size a little like this, 0.5. Yeah, I like streaming at this resolution, but I guess it needs to be done. So first, we're gonna add a full body IK, and the root bone is always gonna be the pelvis. All right, so set root bone on selected solver, and we need to now introduce the goals, right? These are gonna drive our legs. So let's say one on foot, new IK goal, another one on our foot, sure, not on the neck, one on the, sorry, there we go, perhaps on the finger, left finger and right finger. Luckily this wolf doesn't have much, well, many bones. Oh, and of course I got this wolf from a free marketplace asset. It's called Animal Variety Pack. So if you want, you can check it there. And Twin Blast is also from Paragon, right? All of these are free models. Okay, so we have the 4 goals, and now let's make some chains, and we're gonna have to iterate and see if they fit the biped model, right? So okay, let's say, oh, and of course, the pelvis is our retarget root. Don't forget to do that. If you don't put the retarget root here, you won't be able to pose it after, which we are really gonna need to do. Okay, so let's make chains. Let's start, well, I like to first start with the arms. And the clavicles, I always make them be a chain on their own, so near target chain. And this is gonna be named, let's say, clavicle L. And then, oh, of course, since this is a quadruped and this other guy, well, he's gonna be standing on 2 legs, they do not have the same bone structure at all. So we need to kind of see what chains are similar so we can group them together, right? We're gonna have that a little bit more clear after once we do the IK for Twin Blast. Okay, anyways. So I would like the upper arm, the forearm, and also the hand. I guess also the finger. Well, we're gonna test it anyway. So I select them all, and this is right click, retard chain, and this is gonna be arm L. And we need to do the same for the rest, right? Clavicle. This is clavicle R. And the same, we group these four, retard chain, and this is arm R. All right. So now let's go for the legs. So thigh, calf, horse link? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, retard chain, and this is leg L. And let's do the same for these other four. And this is leg R. Okay, so this is the basic, right? We still need to do the spine and perhaps the head, but for now, let's make it like this. So clavicles, the arm. Oh wait, we have everything. Arm out. Okay, yeah, we do. So let's go for Twin Blast. Again, right click, animation, IK rig, twin, and I want to select the one that is on my folder. Which one is? It's this one. Okay. So IK, twin, let's enter. And same thing, right? New solver, full body IK. The root bone is gonna be the pelvis. And set root bone. And the goals are gonna be on the hand. On the other hand, where is it? There we go. Now on both legs. So let me check it out. We have ball and foot. Probably foot is fine. So foot L and foot R. All right. And if you have any questions, just please let me know. Maybe I'm going too fast. Just tell me, okay? So we have the four goals. Now let's just make some simple chains. And pelvis is set retarget root. Sure. Now clavicle. And let's make sure that both of them have the same name, right? Same as the wolf, so they can be auto-chained. And this is clavicle L. Now remember that this guy has a different bone structure than the wolf. So we really need to pay attention to what we're chaining, right? So upper arm, lower arm, and the hand is fine. Oh, why am I typing? No, I'm not gonna be teaching about blend spaces, just how to make a quadruped look good with biped animations. We're not gonna be touching blend spaces, at least not on this live stream. Maybe as a continuation will be really fun. But so the arm, same, chain, and this is arm L. Now let's do the same for, well, we don't really need to chain the fingers because our wolf doesn't have them either. Does he? Well, at least this model does not have. So no use. Maybe your wolf model does. And that would be nice. So we have the other arm, clavicle R. Why am I retyping it? I don't know. I guess don't ask. So upper arm, these forearm gears, we don't need it. So just, and we don't need the grenade either. So just these three. Maybe if you have a different model, it has different, well, it for sure has different bones, but we just need, right, the upper arm, the lower arm, the hand. We don't need any extra bones. And this is arm R. Now we just need both legs. And we can check the spine after. So not neck for now, thigh, calf, and foot. Okay. And this is, oh, sorry, this is leg L. And same this is leg R. All right, so we have all of this. We haven't set any IK goal to these chains, so we might as well. On the arm, we put the hand L goal. On the arm R, we put the other hand goal, leg L, the foot, and leg R on the other foot. And we need to do the same for the wolf, of course. Wait, do they have the same clavicle, clavicle? Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so arm L has finger L, arm R, this one, and the leg. Okay. So let's now make the retargeter and see how things are going so far, because we are for sure gonna be needing a lot of tweaking. So animation, IK retargeter, and we need to select the source of the animations, right? Which is Twin Blast. So I need to check exactly. It's this one. Okay, string. I'm just gonna leave the name like this, new IK retargeter. Sure. So here we have this guy, and we need to select the target, which is our wolf, our IK wolf. I'm gonna type wolf. Which one is it? It's stream. Okay. So we can already see that, of course, they are way too different, right? If we try to, well, let's go on automap just in case. If we try to copy any animations, they're just way too different, right? It looks really awkward. It just doesn't work this way. So we need to pose the wolf in a similar manner to our hero here. That way the animations can be translated properly, right? So just go here on edit pose, and if we haven't set our retarget bone to the pelvis, you won't be able to move this wolf at all. Just click anywhere on the screen, and let's this bone draw size, just put it on 0.4. At least for me, it's way more clear. So if I select this bone, which should be the pelvis, we can move this little guy. Again, if we didn't select this retarget root, can we actually remove it? Yeah. Then you will find that you cannot move your wolf. Just mention it because it did happen to me and I had no clue what was happening. Okay, so we need to pose him in a similar way than our human. Maybe like that is fine. Let's stretch the legs a little bit. So 60 here, probably also 60 here. Well, probably no, for sure. It needs to be exactly the same. I guess that these are fine. If we see that they are distorting when the animation happens, we can modify it a little bit. And let's do a pose similar to this. So let's extend it. 40. 40. Wait, they're not looking the same. So the rotations are a little bit different, I think. Okay, 20. There we go. And let's make them fall. Of course, we also need to check if we are breaking the model too much, which I don't think we are. Maybe the chest is a little bit too exposed. I'm not sure. We are gonna have to check it as we go. A little bit more straight. Probably like that. And we haven't set any chain for the head, so you can't really see it here, right? So let's do that. Let's first see how the twin skeleton is being set up. Bone size 0.3. Let's check his spine. So, okay, from here, here. Okay, he has 3 spines up to his clavicle. So probably the wolf only has 2 spines, but we can take a part of the neck, I believe. So probably this, and up till here. Okay, so retard chain, this is just spine. All right, and for this guy, it's the same thing. And again, I'm having them with the same name. So here on the auto map chains, they just snap together, right? Okay, so edit pose again, and we can move this guy a little bit. Now we need to chain his head. Okay, so let's do that. We have neck. Wait, our spine finished on neck, so probably we pick it from here. Neck 2, head, ponytail. I actually don't. Can we make him have his mouth shut? So probably go here on wolf, skeleton 3, and where is it? Ponytail? Yeah. Okay, that looks a little bit better. We're not gonna be having him animated here, so maybe just closed is fine. Can save that. Wait, it actually. Do we also need to chain it for it to change? I'm gonna save just in case. Okay. So once again, neck 1, neck 2, and head. Chain. And this is gonna be named head. Okay, no IK, that's fine. And this guy, where is his head? All right. There we go. So neck and head. And this is renamed to head. Now we can automap the chains. He's being pulled forward for a reason. I'm gonna have to check that. But it's just like that. Why is our wolf with the... Well, I guess that for the IK retargeter this is fine, but on the animation it's gonna look different. Yeah. So once we finish with this pose, well, we also need to open it up a little bit. Just being wary of not breaking the model too much. We click on here. And we're kinda getting there. Kinda. Just gonna check that he isn't... Well, he's breaking here for sure. We need to check what is happening. Also, well, just for the preview, I guess, would be nice if the tail was also broken jaw. Yes. But we can tolerate it for now, I guess. Uh, let's go back on the wolf and just map the whole tail. We're not gonna really be using this, but I won't be at ease if we cannot modify the tail. So just put it a little bit backwards. Okay. Okay, yeah, of course. Broken jaw, wolf, but give me just 1 second to drink some water. All right. So again, there are a couple of issues here. For example, in here, it's kind of weird. We're gonna have to add some settings to our wolf, but I think let's find an animation that we're happy with. So nothing like evade, I think. Well, that looks kind of fun, but no. I had checked a really fun one. Which one was it? Let me get it. It's not primary. Where is it? Is it primary A? Nope. I'm just not used to this resolution. It's too small. Double shot, fire. Is it this one? No. Okay, it has to be ultimate. This one, ultimate end. And this guy has his VFX and everything. I just forgot to erase that. So just let me do that really quickly. It's on animations. I think it was named end, right? Ultimate end, yes. Okay, just let me erase that. Thank you. It's getting in the way too much. So the chest is deforming a little bit too much. Of course, that we can see that, okay, this guy has a wide chest, whatever, but it's getting way too much in the way. It doesn't look good like this. And something happened with the tail. It's somehow getting driven. That's really odd. And don't forget to save at all times. Please. I have crashed way too many times just clicking on edit pose. Way too much. Okay, I think that we need to add some settings on these bones. And we have the IK set. All is fine here on twin. Yeah, it's also fine. And as a short break, short ad sponsored by me. Oh, wait, it's not working. Okay, just give me a second. Okay. That was short and a little bit stuttery, but that's it. Anyways, okay, let's continue. So this guy still has a little bit of issue on the chest. He's like floaty. He's kind of following his motion. That's fine. Is the head also? I guess that the head is also behaving somewhat nice, but could use a little bit more like that. I think they pose. Yeah, I think that's fine. And so before going and modifying the settings, one thing that I learned was that, for example, imagine that we modify this animation, or well, these settings, and this animation looks perfect. Sure. Then we go and try to modify a different one, and we see that it's broken. And I thought that I needed to find a method of of retargeting that works on every animation, and that is not true. You can, if this animation is looking fine, you can just export this single one, and then you can modify more settings that look good on this animation, and then export this one. That was a really game changer for me. I was breaking my head for so long trying to figure this out. Anyways, let's see. So let's fix this chest. I'm gonna be putting this a little bit small here. And again, Javi mentioned that I hate this resolution. Okay. A little bit like that. And let's check some settings. So first, oh, actually, before that, we can check the settings on this retargeter itself. So we'll go on chain mapping. Let's pick the left arm. And sure, we do need to drive the IK goal. So Yeah, we probably should not mess with that. Yeah, so just leave it there. And we probably, the rotation mode, we can probably modify that a little bit. Let's leave it like that. Okay, so this doesn't break it so much. Oh, actually it breaks it a lot. Never mind. Let's move to the okay, here. So on the, probably it's on the upper arm that we need to make the modification. Let's right click it while selecting this solver, and let's add settings to selected bone. And we probably, the rotation stiffness, we probably want to put it over here. That way it doesn't break so much when this guy opens his arms or its arms. That seems a little bit better. Seems a little bit better. Okay, let's do the same for the other arm though. So, oh, sorry, I didn't check your comments. Oh, I'm not entirely sure if you can do that, Darwin. I'm so sorry, I haven't checked that. And hi, Violet. Okay, so where were we? Settings for the left arm. Okay, for the right arm too. So just probably keeping it at half. So this makes it so, let's just grab this goal. If we deform this, it doesn't affect this bone so much, right? If we go on the settings and we just lower it, you can see how it has that kind of constraint, right? So that kind of helps us here too. Check it, sure, this is fine, this is fine too. It does not need to be really exact. Okay, so let's go back to this. Let's just check it on this side. It's not looking that bad on this side. Oh, Violet, what kind of animations are you making? The legs, I think the legs are just fine. But the arms and the chest are not behaving in the way that they should, I think. Okay, let me check the pose. Well, I think this is the wolf's fault by how his bones are made, I believe. So we kinda don't have much choice on this. Let me check Sky Wolf. Yeah, I don't think that we can do much about that. Let me see that we'll, let's pull the arms back a little bit more. I'm just a little bit afraid of the chest deforming too much if we do this, but you can check that after. Okay, maybe. I'm working on a small cinematic film like character running Cyberpunk City, but that sounds really nice. What kind of blending issues did you have? Oh, this is breaking a lot. Here. Here it's breaking too much. So it's the left arm. Let's check it here. Perhaps maybe we don't want this interpolated one-on-one. It's still the same. Maybe the issue is on the clavicle itself. Translation alpha. We do need to drive the AK goal. No, we cannot modify this at all. What about the clavicle? Do we need to drive? Or the rotation? It's not affecting much. How can we solve this little broken friend? Clavicle L. Is it like that on all animations? Just let me check that. This one seems a little bit better, but it's because it's not deforming so much, but we want it to really deform a lot. Yeah, it's this pose. When I tried to blend fast run and jump, blending wasn't that smooth, and they're still not smooth. Or like when character running suddenly turn right. Oh, that's tricky. You can always hop by our Discord and we can see if we can work something out. Maybe Ram knows a little bit more about that. Okay, anyways, we need to fix this. So there could be many things that are causing this. So I'm thinking which one we should do. Do we just make it like this? It's of course just playing around and seeing exactly what works. They're a little bit different. Yeah. Here. Okay. I'm gonna shoot you the link in a little bit. Hold on. So this is fine. This is fine. But this last pose is driving me a little bit crazy. Oh yeah, of course. I'm gonna get the link for you in a little bit. Let me work this one out. So exactly what can this be? Let's check the chains. Maybe just adding the clavicle on the chain helps us in this in this chance. Oh, okay, nice, Violet. You definitely join and pick a role. Okay, let's test and see if maybe raising the clavicles and adding them on the arm actually work. So hopefully I don't regret this. So clavicle, and let's say that this arm starts at clavicle L and this arm starts at clavicle R. And we obviously need to do the same for this guy. Or actually, yeah, that's a little bit better. But I see that it broke here on this side now. But we still need to put the clavicle on this guy. So hopefully we don't regret it, so we don't do it, so we don't need to do it again. But clavicle L, clavicle R, save. Just in case, I've crashed way too many times. Okay. It's a little bit better. It's still breaking a little bit at the end. I wonder if we just need to make that that bone really stiff. The clavicle L. Let's add a setting here. Let's make it incredibly stiff. That's a little bit better. It's getting there still. It's slowly getting there. Let's just check the animation a little bit more. He's also a little bit to the side. We don't really need to mimic his animation 100%. So what if we just make his whole spine be really stiff? So what about these two settings? Let's make it be stiff and also be stiff. Does this help? Not quite so far. When he moves to the side, well, obviously his arm cannot mimic this, right? So it's breaking a little bit. It actually breaks in some other parts too. This is a little bit tricky. This hasn't happened to me before. Let's keep checking though. So is it the rotation That seems a little bit better, sure. But I think that it's gonna break. Yeah, we cannot have rotation 1 on 1. The translation mode perhaps is that. No, the alpha is not doing anything for us. Do we need to? Well, we definitely do not need to blend it here. If we disable the copy, no, it's not working for us. Let me check more. So we definitely do not want to add more solvers. This full body eye key should be good enough for us. It should work. Oh, you can support the content browser and import Maya. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Mao. Okay. So we have settings on the clavicle. We have settings on the spine, but on which? This one, this one. Perhaps we also need one for this neck. Spine and neck. Neck one. Okay. Maybe we need for this too. What if we make it really stiff? Well, I see that it is way better than before. I dare to say this is good enough. Because if we add the guns, it's also gonna look nice. I wanna check more animations though. And maybe we choose another one. But this one is looking nice so far. What about double shoot? Okay, that doesn't look nice. I mean, it's not a good animation for him, I think. All right. Evade. What about one of the primaries, though? It's not convincing. I guess that we just stick to the ultimate end. Okay. So let's say that we want this one and we do not want to tweak it more. Although we maybe will end up tweaking it a little bit more. But I want to check how this looks with actual guns. Just to check. So if you want this animation and you think that this one is looking good enough, just go and export selected animations. Of course, again, we can tweak it a lot more. Maybe it is up to you if you really want to do it. You can just go, okay, which one was it? Wolf? And, oh, it's actually a fox. Okay, I can't remember. So just here. And that's our animation, right? And again, maybe this one looks nice, but maybe the others don't. So you just need to export one by one, modify settings, and then go on the other one and modify them again, right? So, okay, we have this one, and I have some guns for him. Where are they actually? Okay, so we have some guns. Let's just preview. So I have a socket on each of the fingers. I guess that's good enough. Just right click, preview asset, gun 01. Okay, and remember that you can just rotate the socket, right? And we also want another gun for this one. How is this looking? The arms. What is this? Okay, we need to modify it even more. Yeah, so it's just trial and error with this. This is looking really bad. Is it the settings that we put on the wolf, on the clavicle? Let's see if it happens on both, actually. It kinda happens on both. I'm thinking maybe we add some more, what's the name? Some more goals on the wolf. Could be. Let's test something new. What if we put some gold here on the spine? You should not do this. And where is his spine? Probably on this one, on spine 2. Okay, gold. And spine, this is spine 2 gold. And for this one, spine, this is spine gold. Now, the question is this going to help us at all or no? It probably won't. Let's check it out. Okay, it kind of does. But now the hands are behaving a little bit weird. They are kind of breaking at the end. But this kind of helps, yeah. That was not bad at all. Now we need to check what is happening with these arms that are breaking more now. Perhaps we need to have less influence of the driving goals on these arms. That could be it. Let's check it out. So let's say, do we blend it more? Perhaps over here. Does it break too much? I guess a little bit. I guess just a little bit. We can go on the other arm, give it a little bit more influence. Although, what if we place the goals not on the pause, but a little bit before? Because they are really breaking and it's not looking good. Of course that you're gonna have guns here, right? And it's not gonna look bad, but yeah, that's breaking too. That's so tricky. Maybe like that. Maybe a little bit like that. And let me erase this one. So no matter what changes we do here, this animation is already processed, right? So you're not gonna see any more changes. Just wanna save. Okay. So I'm thinking that these settings may not be the best. So this driving on the spine, it's working nicely. But perhaps the settings that we put, this stiffness, can be erased now that we have this goal here. Well, I guess that we definitely cannot erase those settings. Curious. Is it the spine? Yeah, it is the spine. Why is our guy like this though? Okay. Let me just check exactly what is breaking our hero. Just for information. Is it the second spine? Okay. Is it the first spine too? Spine settings 1. Nope. I think that actually modifies our pose a little bit better. Let's check the animation once again. Ultimate end. That's a little bit better. Alright. The paws are still breaking a little bit. And I would like to check the other IK that I made. So it's this one. Yeah, paws break a little bit. And it kind of has a different pose, okay? So we're going on a decent way. I think we just need to make one more modification because again, you can tweak this until you feel happy enough with your result, right? With the settings in here. And of course, remember that every goal that you put needs to be the same for the, well, for both heroes, right? So just one last thing. Let me check this spine. Because, no, I guess this is good enough. But, let's see. Let's prove, let's test moving the paws, the goal out of the paws. So instead of the goal being again on the finger, let's place it on the hand and see how that looks. So new AK goal for the hand, and again new AK goal for the hand. And in here we need to modify it. So for arm, it's no longer finger, it's hand goal, and here it's also hand goal. Oh, what idea? Please let me know. No, his arms are even more broken. Yeah, this is not a good method. Let's put it back to how it was. And maybe we have some settings for the pause as well. So finger, let's test it on which one first? Why did it break now? Maybe we need to restart it quickly. So no goal here and no goal here. Hand, finger, sure. Okay, that's how it was. But it's broken here. So maybe some settings? Yeah, I love, well, actually, I'm a VFX artist getting more into animation. So yeah, I love Niagara. It was a hard transition from Niagara to Cascade, from Cascade to Niagara, but okay, so what was I gonna do? Okay, so settings for the fingers, probably. You probably want to do that. So the rotation perhaps could be like this. Okay, for the right one, actually, not for that one. Right one, rotation, probably at half. And it's not helping us at all. So is it position? Let's check it out. It still keeps breaking. Maybe instead of just modifying the goal, we can just put a, wait, this is the right one. We can just put a setting. So settings on selected bone, and let's just say that it just does not rotate. Same. Stiffness. I wonder if I have bugged or something, because it's not modifying anything on our wolf. That's curious. It's pretty weird. So I guess that we just erase the settings. I made some shockwave from my move now, and I'm looking to make a nice portal. But it's for some reason Niagara looks so hard. Oh, I actually have some Niagara intros. And I think that I made a shockwave. You should check it out on our channel. I made like 2 intros, and if I remember correctly, I made a shockwave out of one of them. You should really check it out. Altered Beast? I haven't played that game. But it does sound like an altered beast with a broken paws. Why is it breaking? Let's keep checking it. So, is it interpolation? Oh, it's not this one. It's the R. Yeah, I guess it's the rotation, but if we put one on one, it just breaks. So yeah, but this is no good. I'm wondering if I just need to put different chains for the hand only, same as we did with the clavicle that we ended up modifying. position alpha. Okay, there is none here, so no, we should not mess with that at all. Okay, so let's then test if putting different chains is gonna help us with our broken paw here. I'm gonna save. I know I'm gonna crash soon. Okay, so let's make the test for the right paw. Our clavicle, I think it's fine. Our finger and hand are breaking though. So our upper arm is gonna finish. So it's clavicle, finger. Our upper arm is gonna finish on probably the forearm. Probably the forearm, yes. Wait, we said this was the right hand, not the left one. Okay. So right one, this finishes on the forearm, and it can't have any IK goal, right? So we just erase this here, and we're gonna make a new chain here. And let's see if this actually works. It may not work, but let's see. So this is hand R. Okay, so we have our arm. Where is? Oh, I erased the whole chain, didn't I? Oh boy. Okay, so the clavicle, the upper arm, and the forearm. No, those two actually. They are chain. And this is arm R. Okay. And now we need to do the same for twin. I hope that we don't regret this. Okay, so arm R, just no goal. And this starts on clavicle and ends on the lower arm. And we need to put a new chain. Wait, we were modifying the left, the right. Oh my god, I keep doing this. Okay, hold on. Arm R, sure, and hand R. Okay, this is fine. But this guy, Control C. Okay, we need to modify this one. Okay, so clavicle and forearm. Oh, lower arm. And we need to make a new chain. So, oh, but this guy actually doesn't have two bones here. Okay, let's test it. So hand. And in here, we're gonna put the hand, our goal. So head, spine, arm. Okay, this will probably not work, but we need to test it. So save. And we need to automap chains. Let's see now. Yeah, we have plenty of Nair tutorials. So here. Okay, it's so stiff. I don't think that this is working the way it should. Basically because there's no more flexing on his arm. Yep. Well, it was a worthy try, you know? Definitely worth a try. So we raise this hand, R, and arm R. We can just put it until the finger, and finger R goal. Sure. Or do we? Yeah, this is fine. Arm R. Okay, now the same for twin. It was again a worthy try. So arm R until his hand R. And we need the goal. The goal for him, and the goal for him. And now it's not breaking so much. So yeah, sometimes this is a little bit buggy. Look at that. Arm R. A little bit less rotation, perhaps. Yeah, I think this is good enough, quite honestly. We can keep on tweaking it for sure, like way too many times, but I think this is good enough. So animal variety, let's export it and double click. He already has his guns, sure. Let's just put some VFX just to make it look cool. So particles, abilities, primary effects, probably this one. Okay, probably this one is fine. Just gonna be closing these ones. And we'll pick it, right click, or actually right click, notify, time particle effect. I'm gonna place this here. And the socket name needs to be finger. Wolf, finger R. Well, it's rotated in the wrong direction. Hold on. Why do we have 4 of them? Finger 0. Yeah, on the socket it's fine, I think. Okay, so L, and let's find the perfect rotation for this. So instead of going up 90, okay, that's the right, almost right one. 40. That's getting there. And on the second notify, let's just copy this, paste it, and this is gonna be on the R socket. But it's, yeah. So well, that's exactly how you can give your quadruped some animations. This is like the Sega Genesis Altered Beast, even if I haven't played it. But this package also has some crows. It has plenty of animals that you can make really fun stuff with. Maybe make the crow punch something. It can be a lot of fun. So I hope that you like this and that maybe it inspired you to make something else. Again, we can keep tweaking this a lot, but this is good enough, really. And his tail is moving somehow, so that's also really good. So I hope that you had fun, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Please let me know if you have any questions or maybe I don't know, any tutorial suggestion. See you. Thank you for joining.